welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football.
The football world has descended upon New Orleans, and Super Bowl 59 is underway. It's Brandon Powell with the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Airing it out on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They go play action on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. They give it to him again. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Working inside the red zone. His throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing from the gun here. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Dropping back to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Setting up a throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now gone. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off play action, Goff. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. He has the first over the middle, and he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down throw from Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. This is ahead for about 5. Sent down by Cody Barton.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, If you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's good for 7 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
To throw it on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They're running again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams stretch their early lead to 9. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams go up 10-zip here in the first. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. From the gun, Goff. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Connection made to Raymond. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They'll try and throw it here. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They've got 1st and goal to work with. He's on the move, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Goff now, third and long. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. The Rams and Khalil Herbert to take over once more. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another carry for him. And he cuts it back right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
2nd and 10 now. That's going to be caught by Carter. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Hits him on the out route. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 24. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Rams make it a 16-point ball game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Montgomery now up the middle. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, Well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He finds Laporta. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
He just throws this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Bates' kick is up and good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Fox now to kick this one away. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 47. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
The handoff on 3rd and short. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They're now set for 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. From the 19. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Has the LA touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-possession game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Goff now on 3rd down. Goff for big yards on the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Connection made to Raymond. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Rams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Simple dive up the middle. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Finds Laporta. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Raymond there to grab it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Off play action, Goff. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Goff. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Has it down close. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. In any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Montgomery scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. It was a solid first half for running back Khalil Herbert. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They've got first down from the 31. Goff setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running this with Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They go play action with Goff. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down throw from Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They run. Here's Montgomery. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Montgomery. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Goff. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's returning their offense and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
That's Hill working the sideline, complete. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw now. Connects with his back, Khalil Herbert. And they bring him down around the 34.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Gong. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Here's Montgomery. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a handoff up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to them, That throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. He's on the move. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. It's Montgomery on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
A pitch out to Montgomery. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Throwing the out route complete. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. That's Hill on the slant. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 24. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's going to be caught by Carter. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This throw is cupped. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Rams football as they try to close out their 3rd title ever. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Man in motion here. Here he is now, 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down throw from Goff. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Goff back to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Off play action, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have...
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. On first down, they'll run.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Looking for a throw here. Catch made by Carter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. This finds Carter complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll run here on first down. Runs inside the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
First down from the red zone. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams put up even more points in a win. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he goes down after a small gain across the 40 to the 42. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 42. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's inside the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it yet again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. They go play action with Goff. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They'll go for it. Goff. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
A tight end in motion now. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. He'll take 5 on the carry. That gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now. They motion the tight end over. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Rams started celebrating this win a while ago. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Rams are set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The offense getting set to go. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Goff to the air now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st down throw from Goff. He finds Laporta. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing again, it's Goff. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing off the play fake here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw, Goff. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over.